What's going on, guys? It's your boy Beach Office 365, baby, coming to you live with another one. Another live video, baby. Hey, man, you know how we do it. Might step outside, might catch me a floozy. Hey, I can't keep going, folks, but I just had to give my best stunner impersonation. You know how the rest of that goes. All right, this is a little bit different because usually I start off my videos and I show my beautiful face, but today I just didn't have time to set everything up and I wanted to quickly jump on here. So I figured I would hook all of you with my best stunner breezy impersonation. And there's nothing better than starting off a video showing the TVL locked up in the animal farm. Now, yesterday we broke above 140, which was pretty cool to see. So one of the reasons why I wanted to jump on here real quick is taking a look at pigs. So the other day I did a video looking at the pigs chart, looking at a little technical analysis, which obviously it's harder to do on these DeFi assets. But I said what was forming here was a descending triangle. You know, typically a descending triangle breaks to the downside. All right, so it would eventually go like this up here, and then it would come down, and then it would eventually break this and then head down. That might be a little bit drastic. I do not think it's going to be going down that far, but you get the point that it stays within this triangle, and then eventually it makes a break. Now it can go to the upside, okay? Because even if you zoom out a little bit, you could make the argument that this is a cup and handle pattern, this being the handle, and eventually what we start seeing is a break. But you know, majority of the time, descending triangles are a bearish indicator. And when you think of just kind of the logistics of it, right, it's because what's happening is that you're setting, okay, lower highs. So lower here, you saw lower here, but you have to honor this one right here. So that's why the line's drawn here. And then look what happened last night. Come in a little closer here. So last night, Driptopian, but now he's buying all kinds of pigs. So anyway, he and Crypto Kings, they messaged me and we were looking at this. I said, hey guys, we're about to break 126. And so it's either going to have an explosive move up, or we're going to retrace back down to, I think I said like 105 or 106. And so we're watching it. And of course, the three of us, we want to see this go down, right? So we're, we're on the edge of our seats. You know what I mean? It's a Saturday night. I don't know what those two guys were doing in the moment, but I know I kept running into my bathroom so I could go on my phone without being yelled at by my girl for not paying attention to what she was saying, because I wanted to keep checking the price. And sure enough, it held, and now we're seeing it come back down. You know, so it's possible we get kind of one of these moves here, and then I would see it go back up and then likely come back down. And at this point, you have to kind of start thinking to yourself, right? The reason why descending triangles typically are bearish is, again, you have the lower highs, but then you have a support area that keeps getting tested. Okay, and when you think about support areas, you want to think about it like a big block of ice. Let's just do that just to show this. So you want to think of a support area like this as like a big block of ice. Okay, it comes down, taps the ice, comes back up, comes back down. It's tapping the ice kind of in the same area, right? Comes back up, comes back down, and here it's chipping away at the ice. Eventually, there's only so many times that you can hit a support area before it eventually cracks, and then you see it break down. So of course, if you are super bullish on pigs and you don't care about short-term price action, we're all rooting for this to go down lower. Could you imagine getting back down into the sub 100s for pigs? The thing is that, for one, even though I'm a little bit familiar with technical analysis, I'm the first person to say it ain't the end all be all. And when it comes to DeFi and DeFi projects, technical analysis doesn't apply as much. Certainly, there aren't people shorting this because there's no instrument to do that. What's interesting is that with pigs, a lot of times when I've done a little bit of TA with pigs, it's actually followed TA. If you guys remember, there was a while back, I was using the volume profile indicator. We were like right around here, and I said that it was very likely, based on this one indicator, that we were going to see a shot all the way up. And I called it too. Well, I didn't call it, the indicator called it, right? That it would go up to about 155, and then we'd have a retracement, and we would have very little resistance, and it would be like this kind of aggressive move to the upside. And it followed that to a T. And so now last night we're watching it kind of play out, and it's following the basic TA here. So Drip Talk said to me that he's like, well, it kind of makes sense when you think about just pigs and the fact that with taxes, it's not taxed heavily, obviously, like the dogs. So people can swing trade pigs. Think about it. Someone's looking at this. They buy here, right? This swings up. So they buy here, what, 102? That's a decent sell at 137. Even with taxes, you're making a profit here. So because of this, I'm going to be watching this, and I'm thinking we could see a nice little retrace down to 107, and then it'll come back up. Now, if it comes down to 107, I definitely would want to buy, but I would also want to keep some cash on hand for if it breaks down, if it breaks past this support area and we drop into double-digit pigs. I mean, that is a great buying opportunity. So let's take a quick look here in my wallet. All right, so I got 100 BUSD. I may decide to buy some here just because this has been a nice little correction, and there's no guarantee that this completely gets invalidated and we start going up. So maybe I'll buy half, come over here to swap pigs, and maybe I buy 50 of these, right? So you use half of that 100 to buy at 117, and then the other half to buy at, if it comes down to 109, 107, buy again there. And then if it breaks and drops below that, well, then it's about getting a ski mask and going and robbing my neighbor, because when pigs are in double digit, I mean, any loose cash, I don't care how little it is, are going to be going to buying pigs. Forget DCAing into blue chips. I'm going to be buying pigs. Plus, to be honest with you guys, looking over at the Bitcoin chart, I can see this kind of trudging along here, staying in this range for a little bit, possibly even having little breakouts to the upside. But I do think we still have another leg down when it comes to Bitcoin and the overall market. Again, though, going to my buddy Drip Talk, and he actually did a video, I think, recently on this, but he's also shared with me that he is starting to think that we're at the bottom. That because everybody is talking about Bitcoin going lower, just like when everyone thought Bitcoin was going to 100,000 and it didn't, he's recognizing that crypto just has a way of doing things that you expect the opposite, which I do agree with. And I think that that's a really actually valid point. But I still think we could see a buying opportunity of a lifetime. And that could mean Bitcoin dropping to sub 10,000. So you got to think, Bitcoin drops to sub 10,000. And Ethereum's now going to be a 3-digit price. Imagine buying Ethereum for $700. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. You've got to do what's best for you. I'm very curious to hear from you guys if you are using technical analysis at all with the PIGS token. And what did you guys think about the AMA Forex did yesterday? So, all right, folks, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.